Hi guys, this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. This is my brush drying contraption. Each one of these little clothespins would hold a brush. So I would wash my brushes and then I come and I stick the handle into the clothespin and I let that dry. And then once they're dry, I put them away and I'm all set. So if you want to see how I make this or how I made this, just keep watching. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm showing you here the items that you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need a hanger. A wooden hanger would be the best. Now I picked this one up at Goodwill, believe it or not. Clothespins, and you want the kind that have the spring to them, just like that. I use this glue. I actually use this glue for just about everything. It's stinky, but once it dries, it's literally like cemented together. It's not going to fall apart. I've tried hot glue on before, and as you can tell, these just kind of popped right off. So I would not recommend hot glue when you're doing wood to wood because the hangers are not going to stay connected. And then of course you're going to need a pen just so that you can mark your hanger. Okay, now to get started, we have everything laying out. You're going to take your little clothespins. You're going to actually lay them on the hanger. You're going to mark. And what I've done, I actually have gone through and I just placed them like this. So depending on how I'm going to lay them out,
then it hit me from nowhere, everything I feel about me and you.
Okay, and then I go through and I mark on the hanger just like that. Now I've already done that on this side, and I'm going to glue I've done it on the other side as well, but I'm going to go ahead and glue these clothespins onto my hanger. And how I do that, I'm taking my glue, and this stuff comes out like really goopy, so you're using just a little tiny bit and a line like that, and I place that right on the line of the hanger. Just press it on for a couple seconds and then go on to the next one.
I guess that I'm just falling deeper into something I've never known. Yeah, but the way that I'm feeling makes me realize that it can't be wrong. Your love's like a summer rain.
Okay. Now you don't want to get this on your table or on yourself because it's not super glue, meaning it's not going to dry right away, but it's really a pain in the neck to get off your table. So what you're going to do is you're going to let that set for probably about 10 minutes, kind of push them again, just make sure that none of them are lifting up. Okay, so what I did, I actually placed little pins, not little pins, but ballpoint pins underneath these so that they're pointing straight down. I'm going to angle this just to make sure everything is pointing straight. No clothespins are angled downwards, none are at an angle, that they're straight down. And I'm going to let that set for about 10 minutes just so that it's just so that I know it's not going to move. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the other side. Okay guys, so it's actually been probably about 20 minutes. I've let them pretty much set. Now this glue takes between 24 and 72 hours to be 100% dried. But after 20 minutes, see, actually one of these is still a little wet. After 20 minutes, you know, they're not going to move, which is nice. Now I can flip it over at this point, and I'm going to do the same process with these, but I'm going to put these in between. So there would be one there, one there, one there, and so on. And I got to make sure that gluing these Now the difference with this side is when I put the pins down, I'm going to have to put the pins on top of these other pins. I'm going to put the pins on top of the other pins, clothespins. So just a little tiny dab of glue, just like on the other side. And these are going to go in between. Now if you have colored clothespins or metal clothespins that would work, that would be really cute. You could do whatever you wanted. You could paint them, you know, spray paint them before you glue them down. Like I said, you could really do whatever you wanted with them. I like the very simple. Okay, close my glue up. And I'm going to set a pin underneath here, just so that they're, again, angled right. And I'm going to let this dry, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I let this set for another 20 minutes, and it's not 100% dry. I'm going to hang it up and let it air dry, but this is what it looks like. Let me angle the camera up just a little bit. This is what it looks like. Now, I hang this on my cabinet that has all my perfume in it, and when I wash my brushes, I wash them in the sink, and the cabinet sits right behind me, basically on the wall right behind the sink. And then I just basically turn around and I clip this right into the brush, right into the clothespin like that, and then I just let it dry. I basically let them dry, and I can do literally all of my brushes. Now my big huge handled brushes, I'll lay this down. My big huge handled brushes, like my kabuki brushes, my what is this? The deluxe, the C2 219, and that's from Coastal Scents. Those brushes, I wrap a rubber band around them. I string the rubber band through a brush, some form of a brush or a pencil or a pen, whatever, and then I hang them in this little jar and until they dry, and then I store them like I normally would store them. I put them away. But my big handled brushes, like my 150 brush, I would do that with. I've actually taken and hung a rubber band around this part of the hanger, and put the rubber band around the handle. That's how I dry these. And so these dry kind of like this. And they hang, like I said, from a rubber band on my little hanger. But this is my brush drying contraption. That's what I call it. And I hope this guys helped you out. And if you make it and you make a video, please post it to this. I'd love to see it. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.